Today on Plain Sight Spotlight, Giuffre versus Maxwell, case number 115CV07433 LAP in the Southern District of New York. In 2015, one of Jeffrey Epstein's victims, Virginia Giuffre, who was a minor at the time that she was recruited into his sex trafficking ring, sued Epstein and his associate, Ghislaine Maxwell, in federal court for a single count of defamation. Giuffre hired the powerful firm of Boies, Schiller & Flexner, LLP, a firm which has been on the right side and the wrong side in some very well-known cases, from Bush v. Gore in 2000 and the California Proposition 8 gay marriage case, to when the firm's lead partner, David Boies, represented now convicted felon Elizabeth Holmes, who founded the scam healthcare startup Theranos. Fortunately, in this case, Boies Schiller appears to have chosen the right side. Epstein was indicted and convicted and was found dead in his jail cell on August 10, 2019. Maxwell was also indicted and convicted and remains in prison. You may have heard about this case in the news lately because Judge Loretta Preska recently ordered that a number of documents which will potentially reveal the names of Epstein's friends and associates must be unsealed. Even before the documents were unsealed yesterday evening, it was public knowledge that important figures such as former President Bill Clinton, former President Donald Trump, former Treasury Secretary and President of Harvard University Larry Summers, Harvard Law School professor Alan Dershowitz, former Israeli Prime Minister Ehud Barak, the United Kingdom's Prince Andrew, physicist Stephen Hawking, literary agent John Brockman, Microsoft founder Bill Gates, and Tesla CEO Elon Musk were frequent associates of Epstein and Maxwell. Epstein kept his contacts in what has been called his Little Black Book, much of which has been released. But his network was sprawling, and there is considerable interest in who else he brought to his secluded estate in the U.S. Virgin Islands, where he trafficked young girls to the world's elite, including at one point Giuffre. Most of the disclosures in this case appear to be the result of the standard discovery process in civil litigation, which just goes to show that even lawsuits without complex claims, this case just started with one after all, can be powerful tools simply by virtue of the transparency they bring. Epstein was the eugenicist who set up a number of companies to facilitate his twisted thinking. Even despite the widespread publicity around his criminal cases and death, his views appear to still be shared by numerous members of the elite, including Musk. The story is tragic for the number of victims it involves and casts a long shadow over Harvard University and MIT in particular, who overlooked Epstein's past convictions and focused solely on his donations. The latest batch of unsealed documents was posted last night and added a few new names such as David Copperfield to the list of individuals known to be associated with Epstein. The documents also provided additional evidence regarding some of the names that are familiar, such as Bill Clinton and Alan Dershowitz. More documents may be posted as the month progresses, and the court evaluates requests from some of the anonymous individuals. To view these documents for yourself and learn more about Jeffrey Epstein and Ghislaine Maxwell's litigation history and corporate structure, you can view their profile pages on Plain Sight. You'll also find those links in the description below.